here to do a new moon reading in Capricorn for January 12th and 13th, 2021. So, for people that don't know me, my name is Robin. I own a business called Robin's Healing. Today is my last day of my income 6-week program because we are starting tonight. If you do want to join later, that's fine. You can catch the replay. I'm doing no tax today for anyone that wants to enter because that's my late Boxing Day sale. If you're watching, let me know that you can hear me okay. Say hello, really appreciate it. I'm working with my angel and tarot cards, which I quite love. For people that know me, I've been doing cards for a long time and started working with the angel realms or just the angel energies the last year or so, I'd say. And kind of dabbled with tarot, but I'm really into, hi Trina, thank you for letting me know. I really dabbled with tarot for quite some time. As Bonnie, hi Bonnie and Lori. Bonnie knows, she learned some tarot with me, but I'm really into that positive energy, anything that's joyful, anything that's heartfelt, that sort of thing. So I feel like when we work with angel cards, oracle cards, things like that, there's so much more positive. And tarot is really great for people that are into like deep stuff, which I'm just more in it to get some clear answers and get some guidance. So that's what I'm here to do, is help with the positive energy, how we can help. We're not going into anything deep. That's what I do other things for, to help release and clear energy to help you move forward. So we're not here to relive the past. Although I do have a new program coming up called Rewind, which is going to be really helpful for people who are looking to kind of clear things related to the past to help them move forward. So that program is $69.99, no taxes, and it's 6 days. And it's kind of nice at the end of January to be literally rewinding, maybe back to your New Year's resolution, whatever it is. So we're going to start that on January 25th, and we're going to go till the 31st. We're going to take Saturday off, so we're going to do Monday through Friday, take Saturday off, go back, and do our conclusion on Sunday night. That's at 6:15 Atlantic Standard Time, and we are literally doing like everything. It's 45 minutes over Zoom, and so it's going to be a group session. We're going to be doing Akashic Records readings, EFT, Theta healing, Reiki healing, meditations, sound healing, really working on feeling your own energy. Of course, cards will be in there, and just any way that we can really tap in and work on some things like each day. So our first day on Monday, we're starting with toxic energy, and so that's perfect for people who were working on New Year's resolutions and kind of clearing out things. So that's where we're starting. And then on our last day on Sunday, it's a combination of everything. So whatever people need to kind of conclude the energy for people. So I think that that's perfect for people right now. It's just so I just do what I'm called to. So if you want to join us, reach out, and I'd love to sign you up for that. So love angel cards, love the ones that are half tarot, half angel. Yes, me too, because I understand that the deep meaning, but then it's very uplifting, which is fabulous. So new moon energy, for people that don't know, is a time of manifesting, attracting energy that you desire. Basically, your cup is empty. It's not full of emotional stuff. It's really like you've already done that for yourself with the full moon, and now it's time to start new, start fresh, and we really need that. So although today is only the 7th and we're working on the 12th, what happens with new moon energy is it starts around 4 days, we'll say, before, and then kind of 4 days after. Very similar to full moon energy. And so what will happen is you'll start to feel this need or this desire to want to manifest that sort of thing, which is great. So we take advantage of this time, and because we don't always have it. Sometimes we feel extra emotional. There's a lot of illusion and confusion. So we don't want that, because we're working on good energy, and new moons can feel kind of heavy for some people, because they're working on something new and that might be difficult for them. So we want to get into the energy of feeling and visualization and things like that. So I love this time. I used to do full moon retreats, and we would really work on releasing and that sort of thing. And then I kind of finished up with that and really started connecting more to new moons. And I think that it's important to identify with both of those things, because you almost can't have one without the other. And so if you've never visualized anything in the future before, if you haven't taken time to close your eyes and look into that, with Capricorn energy, what we're working with is money, work, and kind of time. And so patience is really important around this time. So you're probably going to start feeling this around tomorrow and up until about, I'm going to say like around the 16th. So we'll say there's like an 8-day window there where you really want to amplify that. So pay attention to what you're thinking, speaking, feeling, etc. Because what you're putting out there is more likely to happen. And so be very conscious and aware. Okay. And so this is a great time for people that are signing up with me, because we're really starting new and fresh, which is great. And it doesn't matter where you are in your life. I love my angel cards. Your regression is amazing. Thank you. And now that I'm doing Akashic Records readings, so you can book a session with me, either 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. That's something when I came back to work yesterday, it just felt right to do, because I know not everybody needs 1 hour. I do have people that just have a few questions, so then just pick 15 minutes and then you can still get the benefits of it, okay? Hi, Rebecca says. Hello. So let's get on with our cards. Right away, I do feel this heaviness, okay? So it does feel like stress. And so the Chariot, what the Chariot teaches us is we have to fight for our rights, what we want as a human, as an individual. And so you can see that we have one white horse, we have one black horse. And this man looks quite tan, so he's like a little in between the white and the black. And so what that is he's just, I think, focusing on who he wants to be, what he wants. And so that's what the new moon is teaching us. Who do we want to be? Where do we want to go? And how do we want to gain more knowledge, perspective, etc.? Because Capricorns really like to advance financially. They don't mess around. They can be taken quite seriously because they're very logical people. And so this is saying that, I don't want to say this, but I am, quit the bullshit. Like, let go of what's not serving you. You know, all this drama or things that you've been farting around with. It's like, you're done with that. Don't worry about what other people think and how they feel. Start doing the things that you want, what you believe in, what you feel, okay? Super important. And of course, my candle's going a little crazy. And so for people that need more patience, it might be with yourself in terms of with what you're feeling, okay? And so we know that we're not going to push at this time. This is not a forcing energy. You just, you know, one thing I've been learning is you throw the invitation out there to people. If they're not interested, they're not interested. Hey, you want to come to my party? It's going to be fun. Not interested? Oh well, right? And so we're letting go of the attachment to that outcome, and that's really important. So when we work on manifesting, we don't worry about how it's going to happen. We just trust that it's going to by knowing that it will. And when we let go of that fixation energy, it really comes in more naturally. If you're thinking about all the bad things that can happen, then that's what's going to happen. So think about the good things that could potentially happen, and don't be afraid to start taking action steps on that as well. My candle's acting up. Okay, this is talking more about the energy of the throat, okay? It says 9 of Cups, blessings. And this is saying that we have so much to be thankful for. So when we are in an energy of gratitude, that's the attitude, okay? When you are happy, when you are grateful, when you're like thinking about all these things, like, oh my God, I love my little lamp here. It's super cool. It looks like a tree. I just love it. I like my elephant behind me as well. So I make an effort to put things around me that I actually like. All of my crystals, I literally have like, feels like I think I do have 500 in my space because I love them and I want to amplify that energy. So this is what it's saying. It's like you have all the love that you will ever need. You do. You have all the stuff that you need. Honestly, you do. But when you believe that you have those things, everything just keeps amplifying. The energy just keeps expanding. It keeps growing. So if we feel a little tiny bit of lack, as I said, new moons can be a little bit tiresome for some people because they're like, oh my gosh, I have to change. Instead of seeing it as, well, I'm happy with where I am, but I'm also okay with a couple different things. And so you're seeing that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing you need to change per se, as much as it is this desire to open up to something. Maybe it's health for you, whatever it is, but it has to come from a place of love. So if you're coming from a place of lack, you ain't gonna make it, okay? Quite the imagery on the chariot card. Okay. Used to be able to read. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. He's just commanding what he wants, okay? That's the whole point. He gets to decide. He has opinions. It's his mindset. And so that's what the throat chakra is coming up with, the heart and the throat. It's like, oh my gosh, I just want peace. I just want happiness. And instead of saying this, pardon my language, shit keeps happening to me, it's like, oh my God, like I have so many amazing things in my life. And, you know, I'd really like to expand on this, you know, and being open to receiving that and believing that it'll happen. Feels like a repetition there, but I'm bringing it up again. Okay. And let me know if this clicks. Do you have a new moon intention that you're setting right now? It's really, really important to have some form of idea of what you would like to attract. Very similar to full moons, we will write down our visualization. So your ideal situation, whatever it is, it's probably work related or like family related, or just like maybe even like internal peace, something like that. But regardless, it feels like there might be something challenging that you want for yourself because you're sick of holding yourself back, that sort of thing. So you see yourself achieving this thing that you want. So we have the Hierophant, Angel of Blessings, and there's an anxious energy here that, again, feels kind of heavy. So one thing that the Hierophant teaches us is that we can't do it all by ourselves. So when I'm coming on here and I'm sharing this, it's because I feel like there are some people that need to hear it, right? It's not so I can hear it, it's so that you can hear it. So again, these people are watching and appreciating, they're being respectful, they're being honest, they're getting clear on their own thoughts and feelings and ideas. And so we detach ourselves from, again, the outcome, and so we are open to receiving the messages that come through when we do visualization exercises. So for people that don't like meditation, I'm one of them. I really like people to guide me through experiences. And when I'm guided through experiences, I find that my imagination and my creative side comes out, and I actually don't stop thinking. I get inspiration and intuitive messages, which helps me move forward. So I use that as a tool, actually, that is wonderful. So this is saying that we have to get support from other people. So you might want to join my Rewind program because you're going to get all of this from it. And it's going to go on whether it's one person or 15 people. So it's a go no matter what. So whether you share this and you want other people to be a part of it, or you kind of like just want like 2 people because you're a little bit scared of being in another group, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're going to get what you need. The Emperor, Angel of Wisdom. Okay. So a lot of strong cards. Capricorns are masculine. They're very much in leadership energy. And although they're the ones that take care of the family, it's more that they take care of the money aspect of things. So they're not afraid to have discipline. They're not afraid to discipline other people. So they have this very, very magical energy when it comes to kind of being cut and dry. And so probably why I feel like swearing a little bit, which I typically won't do. But it might come across harsh, but it's just direct because it's really important that we're being, in a way, like I was saying, the black and the white, and then this person trying to decide. Ultimately, it's up to you to be in that strength quality. I really know I want this, and it's really going to happen, and I'm going to make it happen. So there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. So any decisive energy that you might have, whether it's confidence, you're feeling like your immune system's weak, whatever it is, these are the things that you want to start working on. And so by being aware of what you want, you'll naturally start working on the things that you don't want. So it's very important that you identify what those affirmations of what you want moving forward, as if you have it now. So affirmations are I ams statements, okay? And again, if you're in my startup, in my Rewind program, even, these are all great things that we can start addressing. Determination, 9 of Wands. So we have 2 9s all together. And 9s are telling us that we can have anything that we want when we decide that we want it. But you have to feel strong enough to get there. So if your momentum's not high, if you're not enthusiastic, if you don't really give a crap or a hoot, then it's kind of like, all right, well, it's going to nip you in the tushy anyway. So why not get ahead of the game? And so that's probably why I felt coming on here even just a tiny bit earlier to say, okay, you might start feeling this tomorrow. So it's almost like when we get premonitions, we're getting that for a reason. I'm starting to feel like, this is going to happen. And so that's the universe providing you information to help and protect you. So if you don't get those hints of information, again, you might find that energy's tough. Oh, well, it's tough. You get through it, right? That's kind of the harsh energy about it is, and I don't like to say suck it up, but there is a little bit of a sucking up energy because if you do that little bit of work, you're going to get there. So you just do it because it's important to do. And trust what you feel. Trust the information you're getting. Again, this is general, right? Challenges. I said challenges are good right now. 7 of Wands. Okay, so we're having a couple creative, inspiring cards here, which is fabulous. We're working with fire energy. So when we work with Capricorn, that's the earth element of being solid, being sturdy. Everything is firm. It is what it is. And then the fire element comes in and says, well, like the fire could get really big. The fire could be really small. It depends on how much time and effort we want to put into it. So ideas, it's really important. Feed off of inspiration and ideas right now. Watch an inspiring video. See what comes up for you. Ask for guidance, that sort of thing, and you might just get it. So it's kind of, again, getting off your tushy and doing something about it. Create a little bit of heat in your life. Drama is not the worst thing in the world. If there's some arguments and conflicts in your life, that means maybe something's moving and shifting. If we don't have an argument in a relationship, there'd be something wrong with that if we expected it to just be boring. It's not. And so that's where we get the good stuff, right? That's how we transition. The Hanged Man, Angel of Prophecy. Okay. So this card is talking about the learning curve that comes with things. So if you, it's like just when you think things are kind of normal, then they shift again. And that's been a theme with some of these readings that I've been doing lately coming on here. So it's saying that you don't want to be afraid to experience negative feelings. If we go numb, if we suppress energy, we avoid conflict constantly, we actually create anxiety in our life. We don't try to avoid. That's when we become controlling, kind of neurotic, and I want to say even narcissistic, when we think that we can just block everything out. Everything's fine, everything's good, when it's not. It's like being open with the fact that sometimes you have to feel some form of like damaged goods, whatever it is. You might want to feel like even like hard done by, whatever it is. If you don't feel some form of like frustration, nervous tension, something, then you're not transitioning, right? When we feel scared, that means we're moving forward. You should feel a little bit nervous moving forward. It's not going to be always like easy. But what this is going to teach you is a lot of learning. And if you want to learn, then you have to go through those rough, bumpy patches. And so, as we know, we've been going through some really rough, bumpy patches. But it's like, okay, we can create some comfort for us. So taking more time for yourself to make decisions, and I would say more reflection time. The Hanged Man is teaching us that it's not always about getting ahead as much as it is feeling connected to yourself, to know what, I guess, ahead means for you, and it's different for everybody. So it's just something to kind of focus on and take time, maybe some solitude, to just sit and write out some of those thoughts that you feel moving forward, okay? If this resonates with you, I would say that join my Rewind program. I think it'll be really helpful for you. You're gonna get tons out of that, and it's kind of great, the consistency of it, so that you'll get different varieties of things that you can start clearing in general. Okay? So thanks so much for watching. The new moon won't be until next week, so that's something to just kind of start transitioning into. For myself, I like to do that daily if I can, and then it's really helpful. Good, I'm glad you like it. The chariot keeps coming up, Tiffany, so maybe it's for you. But this guy's spreading his wings and he's learning to fly. So keep in mind, we're just learning about this if you've never done it before. I have a video on YouTube discussing how to do new moon rituals, etc. Okay, bye for now.